In Cuba, the collapse in tourism from Covid-19 and tighter US sanctions mean the government's running out of hard currency. So it's allowing more shops to sell goods in US dollars. Here's Will Grant.
Lining up to spend their hard-earned dollars. Many had been in the tightly controlled queues from before dawn, face masks on and sheltering from Cuba's sun and rain. We weren't allowed to film inside the dollar stores, but customers later emerged with whatever they could carry. The shelves stocked with hard-to-find items: meat, dairy, cleaning products, soap and shower gel. I'd buy more, but I need to deposit more dollars into my bank account, said this shopper, Leno. I can afford to come about once a month, added Benito. Both of them hopeful the measure will generate the foreign currency the government needs to import more. Cuba has a big problem. It imports around 80% of what it consumes. As the coronavirus lockdown has meant almost no tourism this year, that's less hard currency with which to import much-needed goods.
During the Cold War, it was Fidel Castro's wish to see Cuba completely self-sufficient in terms of food production. Today, things have improved in that regard. However, the island remains largely dependent on imports and particularly vulnerable at times of crisis.
Vista Hermosa is a privately run organic farm outside Havana, which supplies the state with milk and cattle and privately sells vegetables, fruit, cheese and pork. Its head agronomist says Cuba can do more to break its reliance on food from abroad.
I think imports will always be present in Cuba, but we can reduce just how much we bring in by cultivating the land better, by working to improve our techniques and our science, and by using far better technology.
To complicate matters, the Trump administration has breathed new life into the US economic embargo on Cuba. So to help tackle the coronavirus pandemic, the island has produced 500 of its own ventilators with money from the European Union.
COVID is a gigantic problem for any country, but for a country which is under a blockade and has so many difficulties acquiring equipment, the problem we feared could have been worse.
Dollarization is a dirty word for the Cuban government, but it is now happening on the island. The dollar stores have made more products available for now, but also further divide Cubans into those who have access to the currency and those who don't. Will Grant, BBC News, Havana.